Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jelly here with yet another video, and I just wanted to say thank you all so much for all the support you showed me. We're creeping up on 3,000 subscribers, and we will be there sooner rather than later, and that's pretty much all I got to say for that. Let's kind of just jump right into today's video, which is kind of just going to be a slew of things, and it's going to go over a lot of what's actually been happening this past week or so, and honestly, it's been really incredibly hectic and really busy, especially with the start of season 1. Season 1 has now been here for a few weeks, but we just finally opened up the cross server invasion. As you can see to my right, 77S, as you can see to my left, 77S, and as you can see again to the bottom right, 77S. We have been getting invaded and hit hard. My server is not one of the top tiers in our bracket. In fact, we're probably middle of the pack, maybe lower, so it's been kind of a hot spot for a lot of other alliances to come and invade, hoping to get and secure a level 6 land. And we're going to kind of go over exactly what some of that is today in this video. We're also going to go over a few other things such as exclusive weapons and what to expect throughout season 1 as you continue to move forward. So without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. Okay, first things first, let's actually cover the exclusive weapon battle pass, the exclusive weapon in general, what it is, what it does, and why it'll benefit you to buy this. So let's kind of just start off right with, you're going to get 3 right off in season 1. You're going to get Kim's, which is the first week, DVA's, which is now, and Tesla's, which is the final one in 2 weeks after DVA's exclusive weapon drops. Now, exclusive weapons are bought the exact same way that hero battle passes are bought in the preseason or season 0, whatever you want to call it, refer to it as, and it's the exact same thing. It costs 20 bucks to buy, and you get shards. These are called the exclusive weapon battle pass, or the exclusive weapon shards, which you use to unlock it, and you also get some nice honor badges and some normal exclusive shards for that hero anyway. So as I said, it's going to be over here in hot deals in this top right tab. If you're up here, it's going to be right below the shop. Click on hot deals, and it should be the first one the second that they drop. And as I said, it does cost about 20 bucks or 2,000 gold bricks. It's definitely a great value, great purchase, and in my opinion, is one of the best values that this game actually has to offer. Late game, early game, mid game, doesn't matter. In my opinion, this is one of the best values that they offer at all. So after you buy it, you might be curious about how to unlock it, what it does. You want to know why you're buying this. So let me give you guys kind of a quick tour or a quick little guide about what it is. So if you click on your heroes, after unlocking the exclusive weapon, you're going to see that your hero is going to have a new tab in the bottom. So since we're going over DVAs, it'll be right here. And as you can see in the bottom right, exclusive weapon is exactly the tab that we're looking for. If you click on that, it's going to show you a screen that has yet to actually be unlocked, which should say upgrade or unlock for 50 of these DVA weapon shards or exclusive weapon shards. It's going to cost 50, which is exactly how much you get for buying just the base battle pass, and you continue to get more as you go on, but it takes 20 to upgrade each level. Now, after just upgrading or unlocking the exclusive weapon, you're going to get all these base stat increases: hero HP, hero attack, hero defense. Those 3 are the main ones, and as you level up, this resistance to all damage types is going to go, and the max skill level raise 2 is also going to go up. Now, you can use all these universals to just completely unlock it, so if you already missed or have plan on missing, or you don't have the money to buy the exclusive weapons, do not be afraid. You can get these exclusive shards to unlock these weapons throughout the season for free, and also in the black market when that comes around at the end of season 1. But essentially, this is just like having a hero. You use shards to unlock it or upgrade it, and then once it's there, every time you upgrade it, it's going to increase these base stats, and it's just going to make the hero better overall. Many times, the exclusive weapon will actually give that hero a significant boost over others. So, for example, before season 1, my lineup had DVA as my worst hero in my air squad. However, the exclusive weapon already bumps her up to top 2, only behind Carly still, in my opinion. Now, you do get buffs and you do get exclusive little variations of what the weapon's going to do as you continue to level it up. Since I don't actually have any of them leveled up, I don't really want to go over it, but you can unlock by upgrading to level 30, unlock by upgrading to level 20, and unlock by upgrading to level 10. If you want to take the time to go ahead and read through what these do and how it's going to help you, you're more than welcome to take your time. Just go ahead and pause the video on the one that you want to read, and then this is it. And we're going to be moving on to the next portion of today's video, which the next portion is actually going to be based on what season 1 looks like when cross server invasions actually start taking place, what happens, how it works, and what you should know. So before we even do anything regarding this, I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody in LDCX, but the three main people being Getty, Owner, and King Kuso. You three have been absolutely fantastic. I love each and every single one of you guys. Continue to keep up the great work. I have so much respect for you and so much appreciation. All of Trev loves you guys. And yeah, just thank you all so much. If you're watching this video, just know that you have all of my love. So essentially what this means is that obviously when season 1 opens up, you guys get land and server is trying to figure out who's getting level 6s or who's getting level 10s, stuff like that. But once the cross server stuff opens up, which I would go further into this, but I kind of already did in my second season 1 video, not how to prepare, but the basics of season 1. Once this portion of season 1 actually unlocks, you're going to notice how other alliances from other servers are here. So 1792 MIV is actually here, and they captured up to a level 8. Up here at the top, right above Trevland, we have a wonderful alliance called 777S that has invaded us, and they have successfully captured 2 of our strongholds all the way down, and they're actually threatening our territory as we speak. Obviously, we do not want to lose our territory, so we're going to do our best to defend it, but this is where things get tricky. So as you already know, you can successfully seize land in other servers, or they can seize land in yours. But in order to do so, you have to set up these wonderful things called outposts. Now, if you're on the outside of the map, they'll pop up as this little gold thing here. And if they're active, it's going to look like that. It's going to have a red tag above it, and it's going to have like a little like wings. And if it's destroyed, it's going to be like a broken house. Obviously, if it's destroyed, that's a good thing because you do not want other alliances in your server successfully taking your lands. If it's active, that's kind of where we have an issue. So I'm going to give you guys an example of one of each. So Swole's down here is active because we never destroyed it after they were here. They are an ally to server 1789, and so they're getting some small little lands that we agreed to give them. As you can see here, they're right there. But this is what an active outpost looks like, one that hasn't been destroyed yet. It's got this little health bar here, and you place it inside of a strongholds area. So for example, since Swole placed it here inside this square, they have to take this stronghold when they come over to our server. Same thing here with LGC, they had to take this square. Same thing over here with MIV, they also had to take this square. Now what the point of an outpost is that you have to keep it up and running. So right over here, we'll go back to Swole. You have to keep this outpost alive with a health bar for the 15 minutes or so that it takes to capture a stronghold. So for example, if Swole were to come back here and they weren't in the server at all, and they built this outpost here, somebody's teleporting in. It's kind of funny how that works. A Swole player is teleporting in. If they're here, they're teleport over to the server. They want to not only protect their outpost here, but they're also going to want to try to seize this level 2 stronghold. And it's pretty instant. So the second that they start building this, it's going to start a timer. And then once that shield drops, this is going to become unprotected. And once it's unprotected, they can start to try to capture the stronghold. And it takes about 15 minutes or so to capture the stronghold. So you want to try to destroy this before that 15 minutes is up, and they want to try to keep that up for that 15 minutes until they have successfully captured this stronghold. So now that you kind of have an understanding about what you have to do, this is going to be the exact same thing. So I just gave you an example of what it's like to try to defend your server against it. Now if you click over here on the season 1 tab, it's going to take you to this beautiful image that we've seen plenty of times. But it's going to have this new tab called Warzone Expedition. If you click on Warzone Expedition, it's going to bring you to this page here. And it should, if you're just now getting into this cross server, it should only have one of these options available. Only R4s and R5s can actually do anything with this screen, so leave it to them to decide. But for everybody that's interested, so since we have now 2 different alliances or 2 different servers that we can invade, if I were to click select here, it would bring me to this screen and it would tell me to select a server that we want to set our second outpost to. So obviously we wouldn't do 1789 because we're 1789, and we wouldn't do 1792 because that's where our first outpost is. But let's say, for example, this is your first time doing it and you don't have any other outposts set up. You would try to select a server that you know you can guarantee a victory against. So for example, if let's say 1784 was just not a strong server, we would probably want to target them. We decided to go 1792, even though it was definitely a challenge. So then the same thing would happen there that I kind of already talked about when it came to defensive positions. The exact same thing would happen with offensive, except you would be the one trying to defend not only the outpost, but also the stronghold itself. You and your entire alliance would go over, you would support this, you would defend this, and then on top of that, you would also do the exact same thing for the stronghold here. One thing I didn't mention already that I'm definitely going to now is that anybody and everybody not in your alliance can destroy your outpost. Your own server can go in and destroy the outpost. An opponent server can go in and destroy the outpost. Anybody and everybody can destroy the outpost. The only people that can protect the outpost are your alliance and your alliance only. That is very, very, very important to know. And that's why making an outpost can be so tricky, because everybody can call on their allies, their own server, and they can just destroy outposts in minutes sometimes. So make sure that you are communicating with your alliance and you have time set up, or that you guys all are under the impression of exactly what's going to happen, because your alliance showing up is what is most important to successfully building an outpost and successfully taking other land and other servers. Quick intermission, just a minute. I have started a second gaming channel, and it's going to be everything but Lastwar. It's going to be where I play horror games, where I play story games, where I do let's plays, Minecraft, whatever, across the board. I'm probably going to focus on the horror aspect of it first, and I'm just wanted to share this with you guys because I did do a poll, and some of you guys said that you would gladly watch my other content even if it was here, but I don't want to put all my content onto this channel because you guys didn't subscribe to here necessarily for me. I know some of you guys do appreciate me and respect me, but I would say about 75 to 85% of all of my fans on this channel or subscribers are here for the Lastwar content. So I do not want to start uploading other content, especially when that's not what you guys signed up for. So if you guys are interested in actually going to subscribe to that channel, I'm going to pop it up on screen, and it's also going to come across on the top of your screen. It's going to be More Jelly on YouTube. I haven't necessarily settled if that's going to be the final name, but as of now, that is the name, is More Jelly. I'll give a quick subscribe to that channel if you guys are interested in actually watching me play other games. I do plan on live streaming there and uploading more frequently there because videos are not scripted as much as they are here. All right, intermission over, back to the video. Now going back to the Warzone Expedition screen, as you do your first one, if you successfully go there, which I'll go and show you guys, we did successfully build an outpost. It is currently burned down, but we do own 3 lands here. Now I've already spoken with 1792. We don't really plan on going much further than what we already have. We're just kind of here to have some free points. They're not very much points, but you know what? This 40,000, 50,000 influence points is better than nothing. Now that we have these 3 level strongholds, if we were really trying to go for the kill shot, we would continue to move towards the center of the map. But as I said, we don't really plan on it with 1792. We just plan on being here and hanging out with them, pretty much just calling them our friends. So most worst thing that we'll do is we'll actually move up to have 3 level 4 strongholds, and then we'll drop this level 2 and level 3. But again, you would want to move in and move forward. Let's kind of backtrack a little bit. If we go to this outpost that Trev set up, which is in this level 2 land, after we successfully managed to defend the outpost and capture a stronghold in that 15 to 20 minute time frame, after that you can let the outpost go. The outpost, after you successfully captured your first land, is pretty much useless, and you won't come back to unless you get completely kicked out of the server. So for example, after the level 2, we said we want to capture the level 3, so we just went on and captured the level 3, and you follow basic land rules immediately after the whole outpost situation has been figured out. So essentially what that means is after your outpost has helped you capture your first stronghold, you're not ever going to go back to that outpost. You don't need to. There's no point. Your alliance doesn't need to go back to it again unless you get completely kicked out of the server, which is if somebody takes all of your strongholds simultaneously. Now, a neat little trick that you guys can do to help your own alliance protect their land, especially if you're facing an alliance that you know is twice your strength or is definitely going to beat you in a battle one-on-one, is that if you plan it properly, you should be able to drop and re-obtain your land, because each land has a protection status after capturing. So up here, this level 8 stronghold currently has a protection status of a day and 10 hours. What that means is that in about a day and 9 hours, we would drop that land and then immediately recapture it afterwards, so that this protection stage would go all the way back and restart from new. The only caveat to that is that you and your alliance only get 2 land captures every day. Capturing your own stronghold after dropping it does count as a land capture or a land seize, a land conquer, whatever you want to call it. And so that automatically takes care of 1. And if you're going to do that twice, that gets rid of both of your land captures for the day, and you're stuck not capturing a single other piece of land for the rest of the day. Now, kind of an important thing to know about once cross server opens up and you can actively fight other servers and other alliances, what this means is that you guys can just actively fight for each other's land. You cannot actually attack each other's bases. You can still attack each other's tiles. Secondly, if you guys are in the mud, so any of these muds surrounding the city, any of the mud surrounding the capital, pretty much any sort of mud, anybody can still attack you there if you're in the mud. And obviously on fight day, everybody is able to come to your server and mess with you and your alliance. So just make sure that on fight day, it is very important that you guys are all bubbling. It's super, super, super important that you guys are not losing unnecessary troops, especially when it comes to land capture days. Having troops for that is so important. Kind of the last thing I'm going to go over today, because I think that's most of what actually happens once this opens up. I'm going to kind of say the last thing is that you can go up to 4 servers by the end of this event, where you can be invading 4 other servers along with your own. So 5 total servers you could hold land in. Do not get overzealous. Do not get overconfident, because if you get too overconfident and you're trying to take too much land in too many servers and your alliance cannot handle that, you're just going to end up hurting yourself in the long haul, and you're going to end up losing more land than you can keep up with. And that's just going to help you actually lose land in the future, because you're going to lose all of your troops. You can only do 2 captures a day. You're not going to be able to fight back, and it's just going to ultimately kill you. So do not get overzealous. I would also give you one little tidbit, and that would be, if you are in leadership position, or even if you're not, I would start working on, if you haven't already, which you should have a long time ago, I would start working on your cross-server alliances and start working with other people to secure land without fighting. What this means is, yes, obviously everybody wants to have multiple level 6s because they do want the highest level rewards, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what's best for you. Capturing 1 or 2 extra cities but losing an extra, 250,000 troops among your entire alliance just does not even out. So make sure that it's best for you to actually have a plan of action about what your plan, or what you guys are going to do as an alliance. Ultimately, I think that's pretty much going to cover everything about today's video. I was going to record them together, but I think I am going to keep them separate. Pay attention for the next free-to-play or low-spending money account video to be coming out soon. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on the video below. Leave a comment what you agreed with, what you disagreed with, or really if I made any sense at all. And last but not least, make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10K, and we're closing in each and every single day. Thank you all, and much love. Jelly out.